to day 20 of the How to Make Money Online 30-day challenge. Holy moly, we're on day 20. This is like the final stretch. So I already can't talk. It's only like 15 seconds in. Um, Today's topic we're going to talk about today is going to be membership sites. So we're going to go all in like we always do to the definition, do a high level overview, and just give you guys the information you need in order to set up a membership site. Maybe just dig in and see if that's something you may want to look into a little bit more. Um, or if nothing else, just learn a new skill. Hey, Sweetums, how you doing? Good to see you. There we go. I got the window, the blind open, so I can see like this, like the rays coming off. I was like, man, what is that? What's causing that shadow here? But I guess it's the sun coming in, so that's good, right? I planned ahead. I got a big jug of water here, or a mason jar full of water. I think we're ready to go. All right, so let's dive in. Let's dive into membership sites. Okay, so a membership site is essentially an online platform, and where you can have paying users. They can either pay like a monthly fee or it could be potentially a yearly fee, depending on the platform. It gives the users access to exclusive content, resources, or services. These sites provide gated or like more secure or exclusive content that only members can access. So this could be such as like online courses, maybe it could be like premium articles, could be webinars, different forms, any really valuable resources that really you want to kind of save for the paying memberships, that kind of thing. This is also a great way for individuals, a following or a community, to support an individual. So to support a content creator or somebody who is out there on social media, that kind of thing. So memberships are they're really really popular. There's a ton of different sites out there, and we're going to go through a couple of them today. We'll show you some examples, and it's just I mean it. Hey, Sweetums, yeah, yeah. So that's right. So just want to clarify. Yep. So I mean in addition to like YouTube memberships and Patreon. Yep. So actually Patreon is those would both technically be a definition of a membership site, even though YouTube is kind of like, its own platform. But there are, that is technically a membership site. But Patreon is definitely one of the ones we're going to talk about, that are separate, like in addition to, having a membership on YouTube. So yeah, they're a great way for creators, like educators, businesses to monetize not only their expertise, but also providing ongoing value and really exclusive content to their community. So it's kind of a cool way for um, the members and the community to get more of like, perhaps an inside look or behind the scenes look at the creators, I guess, life in a sense, depending on if that's what they want to provide. But just another way to support, basically. So it's cool. I mean, I think it's good all the way around. It's a win-win for everybody. Um, okay, so before we get started, I'm gonna pause for a quick sec, see if you guys have any questions out there, and let me move this back. I don't know. I don't ever know how this is gonna look here, but I thought I had that. I thought I had that lemon sweetness, but I think I drank the rest of it, the rest of it, the last of it. So I definitely got to hit the store and get that because I got to be able to go 10 more days. Got to be able to do this for 10 more days. So um, okay, so let's get started here. All right. So we're going to talk about, we did the overview. So we're going to talk about an outline, basically the structure of how a membership site works, kind of the different kind of points. Um, and like always, definitely stop me anytime. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, I need to check into that. I feel like we do have cough drops somewhere or like throat lozenges. Um, I really need to do that before so I can kind of coat my throat, just so I'm not, like kind of chewing on one while I'm here. Hashtag not sponsored. Hey, there you can have fun here either at the first 15 minutes or the last 15 minutes of a live stream when you're trying to get up to 20 likes. Or was it 15? I think it was 20. I'm not sure. Anyway, all right. We're only like 5 minutes in. I'm already getting off track. Okay, so let's talk about getting started with membership sites. So basically, we talked about what they were. Um, so what is the importance and the growth potential of a membership site? So when you're thinking about when you grow, yes, 20. That's right. Thank you, Sweetums. When you think about growing a community, not only is there sort of a like a almost like a give and take kind of thing. Um, yeah, all right, we can do this. All right. Not only is there like a give and take, but at the same time, obviously, you as a content creator, you definitely want to provide more. So give more um, than you receive from your community, kind of thing. So you always want to be pumping out. It doesn't even have to be the latest and greatest kind of like, content in a sense, but just really keep engaging, keep the community interacting, and just be on top of, the comments and on top of answering questions and all that kind of stuff, just to make sure that you build that community stronger and stronger. So that's definitely what we're doing here is we're trying to build this community together. So basically, when you kind of have a membership site that you kind of use to complement your either online social media presence or a blog or website or YouTube or some kind of video content that you create, um, it definitely allows for a lot of different other options for potential sources of income. So it's not just so the first one we're actually going to dive into here in a moment is going to be buy me a coffee, and that's one of my favorite ones because there's no monthly fees. um, you can actually do it month to month. So like a Patreon, I think you have the option of it might only be yearly. I'm not sure, but we'll kind of dive into that here in a moment. So, um, and then we kind of talked about the earning potential for the content creator. Um, so that it's kind of one of those things where it's like, what's going on, man? Thank you for stopping in. Hey, we're talking about membership sites today. So if you want to learn, just hang around with us. So in the overview of like earning potential is definitely pretty widespread because there's so many different things that you can do with a membership site besides just getting a simple donation. Um, so, and the way that I kind of look at it is like, thank you, Sweetums. The last comment was, let's be optimistic. And then, right on. Thank you, Sweetums. I appreciate it. So definitely there's a lot of earning potential as a content creator. So, okay. So let's move on a little bit. So understanding a membership site. So we're going to break it down. So what are some of the key concepts of a membership site? So when you think of, and we'll kind of get into examples here in a moment, but no, you're good. Sweetums, I appreciate you. You're good. Um, so let's get into some of the we kind of talked about what the membership site was. Basically, a membership site is a website that basically is houses a membership platform to where your community or your fans or whatever you want to call them, subscribers, whatever, they can actually buy in and they can either donate to you or you can actually provide services or good like services, meaning like maybe like Zoom calls, one-on-one, kind of helping or guiding or coaching sessions. You can provide digital products, which if you guys haven't checked out our live stream from yesterday about digital products, you're going to definitely want to check that out. So make sure to go to the playlist and check that out. So that was really cool. That was a good one. So you can do digital products. You can sell downloadable PDFs. I mean, you don't necessarily have to set a price on some of these things, but really the membership site is a way. It's basically like a vessel for you to earn some more streams of income. So hey, Bookie, how you doing? It's great to see you. Thank you so much for showing up. Okay, so we talked about what the membership site is. So what are the types of membership sites? So basically you can break it down into it really could be anything. So it could be educational, it could be community, it could be like resource based, basically based off of interest. So Hey Rick, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. We're talking about membership sites here today, so feel free to hang on and learn if you want to learn about this stuff. So okay, um, so then we're going to dive into the benefits and the challenges. So what are the benefits of a membership site versus the challenges? So can you guys think of any? I mean, there might be some obvious benefits, but what do you think about benefits for a membership site? Both, I think, in the sense of like being the customer or the follower, but also in the same time the content creator. So, what do you guys think as far as some benefits that might be available on both sides? Yeah, Bookie, definitely, absolutely. Yep, steady stream of income. Yeah, that's a great one. Yep, like subscription. Yeah, especially if it's going to be like reoccurring. So that's definitely a great one. That's a really powerful one too. Um, and I think by the same token, let's see. I'm just gonna ask this question. By the same token, I think there's also benefit for the ones that are supporting, so the supporters as well, especially if you're going to get like some unique and exclusive content that this standard everyday person doesn't get. So yeah, absolutely, Sweetums, right on. So, if you're a subscriber, you get to know you get knowledge in that person's area of expertise, and it's more of, I think, kind of like a more intimate setting, a more intimate um, session kind of thing in terms of being able to connect a little more closely than even through like a live stream where you have a live chat. I mean, you don't have X amount of people in there. You could do it more somewhat one on one. So I think that's definitely a benefit for like the community or the supporters. Um, so yeah, I think there's a lot of good on both sides as far as the benefits go. Yeah, Boogie said the only downside I can see or think of is how to even program something like that, and also how to keep cranking out content to keep their stuff. That's very true. That's really like legitimate and valid. I totally understand that, and I believe that too. I mean, that's something that you have to kind of decide. Are you going to Is it always going to be about the videos, like cranking out new videos? Could it be something like maybe members only live streams, or could it be members only videos, perhaps? Or maybe if you have like a guide or an outline, some sort of downloadable content, maybe you can provide that and provide updates. Or, like, for example, if you have a private Discord, for example. Um, Maybe if you buy into it or you support, then maybe you could get access to the Discord for X amount of time. So yeah, no, I definitely agree. I mean, there is a little bit of there's going to be some commitment and some I think like extra responsibility on the content creator side, making sure you keep up and keeping things fresh and kind of new. Otherwise, I mean, people really have to feel like they're getting their money's worth. They're not just going to give you money for no reason. So, unless of course they want to donate a one-time thing, and then you're good to go. So, so some of the benefits, bookie ends bookies, bookie and Sweetums hit it right on. So reoccurring revenue, that's a big one. Community building, interacting with each other, both on the content side and the community side, and the scalability. And that kind of goes back to if you're the content creator, scaling your community, growing your community, that kind of thing. Yeah, Sweetums. Also, if you're a member, it's nice to be a part of a community in your area of interest. I totally agree. I think it's something that, you know, be, I feel like being a part of something, it doesn't like matter if it's online, if it's in person, whatever it is, through your personal activities or whatever it is, whatever it is. I think it's important to feel like you belong and to feel like you're wanted and you're welcomed, and you know you genuinely think you're a part of something, or you not think, but you feel like you're a part of something, and you can interact, and Agree exactly with Sweetums, especially if it's you share the same interest and you're very like-minded people. That way, you try to keep as much, if not all, the negativity out, all the naysayers, that kind of thing. You want to try to keep it as positive and uplifting as humanly possible. So, no, I totally agree with all of those suggestions. Those are great, great suggestions. So, some of the challenges that I came up with, you guys have hit them right on the head. So, content creation demands. So that means if you're gonna start cranking out some videos just for your community, you really have to think on your toes and continue to crank out these videos, um, whatever schedule that you set. So that's going to be on the content creator themselves, depending on if you want to set that, I guess, precedent or that kind of standard for your community. So yes, thank you, Sweetums. I always forget that. I totally forget that. Yeah, let me grab the link. Yeah, if you guys are interested in checking out our Facebook group, it's public, it's free. It just really it's a way for you guys to kind of connect a little more closely, a little more kind of like intimately in a sense of just having, basically having the opportunity to ask questions and stuff, more one on one. And if that's something that you would like, you're more than welcome to join. We definitely try as hard as we possibly can to keep any negativity out. I mean, we don't, I know nobody wants to be around negative people, so we try to keep that stuff out. So you're more than welcome to join if you'd like to. Click on the link; it's public, and yeah, come hang out with us. So thank you, Sweetums, for mentioning that. I don't think I mentioned that yesterday, so I appreciate it. Okay, so how do you get started as a beginner? So let's go through the steps. So if you guys have been with us for any amount of time on this challenge, it's a 30-day challenge. Today is day 20, which is blows my mind. But if you've been with us, you've heard us talk about identify your niche, identify your target audience, and again, this is no different. So basically, the first thing you want to do, you want to think about is think about your niche, think about who your target audience is in terms of how are you going to build out your community, your membership site. So when you think with your community in mind and you kind of like put yourself in their shoes, you're like, okay, what would the members of this community want? Obviously they came and they're interested in making money online. They're making, interested in side hustles, affiliate marketing, blogging, that kind of stuff. So you kind of have to put yourself, all right, what would they appreciate? What would help them? All the way from beginner, doesn't matter if you're a beginner and you don't know a thing about what we're talking about, all the way up to, an expert or advanced level. So um, basically assessing your skills. So assess what skills you have, what skills are you able to transfer and actually be able to teach somebody. Because I do believe that it's not as simple as it seems to be able to successfully teach somebody. You can just sit up here and talk. But if you're not connecting, if you're not relatable, if you're not being engaging enough and gripping, gathering somebody's attention and keeping it, then I think you're basically lost, right? You lost somebody, you lost them. So, so assess your skills, assess your interests. So what do you like, right? It's not only about you, but at the same time, you have to at least have some sort of interest in what you're doing. Otherwise, you're going to just bomb out and you're going to burn out and then it's going to be a nightmare for everybody. And then of course market demand, so you want to make sure that what you're putting out there, what you're providing, the information, the resources, not only is it valid, is it legitimate, is it real, but by the same token there is a demand. So you want to make sure there's a demand for it as well, because you know who the heck is going to search for it? Nobody's going to be able to find you if it's crappy information, right? Or it's not truthful or that kind of thing. So and that kind of goes into defining your target audience and their needs as well. So that's something to think about. Hey, Kusasi, how are you doing? It's so good to see you again. Thank you for joining. We really appreciate it. It's so good to have you. Thank you for being here. Okay, so let's dive into planning your content and a membership model. So when you think of your content, for your membership site. So this is, think of this is going to be completely different from your normal, let's just, for example, I'll kind of use my examples. So this is going to be separate from your blog, for me, separate from your YouTube channel. I mean, this is going to be basically a third source of where do you create content for. So decide on what kind of content you're going to offer. Is it going to be videos like what we do here, tutorial videos, teaching videos? Is it going to be articles? So could it be blog articles basically? Do you want to add that into your basically your content or your membership model in terms of, what types of you know, membership plans are you going to offer? That kind of thing. Um, okay, Kusatsu says, do you need to use a pre-existing platform? I've seen some websites where you can log in. Can you do that on something like Squarespace? You know what I think? So definitely for sure, like I'm not 100% on Squarespace, but I know for sure that there are some platforms that do have, if you don't want to use kind of like, I guess, a dedicated platform, um, there might be some hosting platforms that have this type of thing like built in as far as like the integration. I'm not sure about like, places like Squarespace or like Wix or like, who else is out there? Even like GoDaddy. I'm not sure if there's an option for like a membership type. Um, I'll just call it like, I guess, function or feature. Um, but yeah, so Kusasi, good question. So um, the question is, would you have to hire a developer for that? Or is that something you can do with the template? So I think if your platform, whatever the platform you're using, let's just say Squarespace, because that was the example. If Squarespace has the functionality and the features to do a membership, um, like kind of side, I guess, site or platform area, then I'm assuming they would definitely have templates that you can use that you can capitalize on. Um, but I would think if you're just doing a standard website that has kind of like a plain kind of look for like a blog or what a website, whatever, and it doesn't have any connection or any plugins available to do like a membership site or a membership. I guess I'm trying to think of the word for it, like an add-on. I guess kind of like an add-on. Then you probably would need a developer to kind of help out and kind of guide you through. But um, the reason I do like these particular platforms that we're going to talk about is because they have everything basically done for you, and it doesn't cost at least the ones that I'm familiar with, doesn't cost the individual anything. So like the content creator. I mean, obviously, if somebody wants to support, um, then you basically donate or you kind of buy into the membership. But for the content creator, these are all free. So the first one we're going to look at is going to be buy me a coffee. So I want to show you guys that and show you kind of how it works and just how incredibly simple it is to use. So I'm going to flip over. We're going to call this one the crappy tripod right here because this is like, oh, geez, I don't even think it's, anyway, it's not very secure, but we're going to flip over to the crappy iPod, tripod. And we are going to take a look at buy me a coffee. So let's go over there real quick. Let me just log in real quick and then I'll flip around the screen. Okay, dashboard. Okay, here we go. All right, so Bookie says, it seems like a lot of work if you have to do it yourself and hire someone. Yeah, I think as long as there's like some kind of integration, that's the word I'm looking for. Integration. If there's some integration with your existing hosting platform for your website, then maybe it would be a little bit easier. But honestly, to set up these platform is like 2 seconds. Literally, it's 2 seconds to sign up for something like Buy Me a Coffee, and everything is already integrated. So let's get on over there and let's take a look. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I'm gonna make it so you guys don't hopefully get too dizzy. Okay. Let me bring this over. Sorry, I'm just getting my screen ready here. Okay. back this up. Dang, this is a piece of crap, this tripod. It's so flimsy. Dang. Okay, well we're gonna make it work the best we possibly can. All right, so there we go. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. It's not too bad. Okay, so this is buy me a coffee right here. This is a dashboard. So I'm gonna post this in here in the live chat here real quick. Okay, so here's the first site we're gonna look at. So buy me a coffee. So this is basically like the dashboard right here. We're looking at the dashboard, and so you have the main homepage, and so you have all the buttons on the side. So we'll just go through the buttons first, and then we'll kind of take a look over here. So we got the homepage, we got view page, which is basically like, you know, your page that you set up as a content creator. We have explore creators, which kind of goes into talking about other creators that have buy me a coffees and what they're doing, so you can kind of get some inspiration. You can, under your monetize section, you can see who your supporters are, what your memberships are, and even if you have anything for sale for shop. So this right here would be where you would sell, you know, digital products. It could be something like, you know, maybe not just digital products, but courses, maybe Zoom calls, maybe any kind of coaching or phone calls, that kind of thing, Skype, or whatever, you know, whatever you might want to do. So, and then that's that. So publish. So post is for you as a content creator to actually post a message to your community. Gallery is going to be if you have any photos. Yeah. Yep. Sweetums, you can sell through buy me a coffee. Yep. Yep. And then some messages, any messages that somebody asks or like, you know, basically tries to message you. They have buttons and graphics here, integrations. So what different sites you can integrate with. I don't think it can scroll down anymore. So what different sites it can integrate with, and then basically like payouts, that kind of thing. All right, so let's go. So over here, you can see this is the main look of it. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to tell you your name. This is your website link. And I posted mine in the, I don't know why, did it not show up right? No, it didn't. Let me delete that, remove. Let me fix this. That work? Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, that works. That's a little better. Sorry about that. That link didn't work. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Norbits. Hey Norbits, how you doing? Good to see you. Sorry, the background of this is white and the text of the chat is white, so it kind of blends in on the phone. Okay, so the question is, what's the cut they take from you? So actually it's free. It's free for Buy Me a Coffee to post something. The only time that they take a cut is when I think it's for a sale. Let me just double check here. So I don't know off the top of my head how much. Okay, so let's go right from Buy Me a Coffee. Okay, so they basically say, is there a fee to use Buy Me a Coffee? So they don't charge a monthly fee. All the features, including publishing and emails, are free for everyone. They just charge a 5% transaction fee, and the creator keeps 95% of the earnings. So basically, if somebody donates, let's say $5, then they would just take 5% of that. So 5% of $5. All right. I'm not gonna math it, but you know, that's, what is that? Less than $1, right? That's like 250. So I'm showing my lack of math skills live here. So anyway, yeah, so that's all they take. So 5% transaction fee. So I mean, that's pretty good. You keep 75%. Oh, 25 cents. Okay. Thank you. I swear, every time I try to do this live, I feel dumber and dumber. Anyway, okay. Thank you, Sweetums. I appreciate it. You know what we can do is this is how I usually like to do it. So what is that? 5%. So this is how I do it. This is super cheating, but what is 5% of $5? Yep, you're right, Sweetums, 25 cents. Okay. Hey, it's all good. There's no shame in, getting the right answer and, doing the math. So okay. So there we go. So you keep 95% of your earnings. So this is the main dashboard right here. So basically you can check out the earnings so you can see the last 30 days, the last 90 days, and all time. So I got 25 bucks from Buy Me a Coffee themselves because oh, nice. Nice. Awesome. Thank you, Sweetums. Yeah, I appreciate that. Seriously, all the little bit helps. I mean, hey, there's no shame in, getting help for anything. So I appreciate that. So you can see earnings from you can see earnings from 30 days or 90 days or all time. So I got $25 from Buy Me a Coffee themselves. Yeah, yeah, definitely, Bookie. That's a great question. So we'll move into that here in just one moment, and then I'll kind of explain how the sales work and the integrations and that kind of thing. So basically, it'll show you earnings up here, and it tells you who gave you money down here. So Buy Me Coffee actually, they sent me $25 for writing a blog article about them 6 months ago. So and then down here is your kind of control panel um, for your membership and your shop and your posts. So if you want to do monthly memberships, so you go down here and you can click on enable and you can enable membership. So all you'd have to do, this is as easy as it is, right? I mean, this is as simple as it is. So click on enable membership. And then what you can do is you can actually type in, you can say, okay, what is a membership level name? So do you want to call it the bronze, like the bronze level over here? Or you can just name it whatever you like. So level one, which is probably like the lowest tier, and then you can set your price. Okay, this tier is going to be, this is all default, but $5 monthly, or you save $50 yearly. So you can set it up like that. And then if you want to put an image in here, you can put an image, and it's going to be above the level. So it gives you a recommended size if you want to create an image here. And then you can put a description down here if you'd like to. And then you can also add rewards in here. So um, basically the reward is what are you going to give or what are you providing um, your community or your supporters for giving you that $5 a month, that kind of thing. So basically you can choose support me on a monthly basis. You can edit this. So you can say, this is basically like what you get, the description of what they're going to get, right? So, hey, Johnson, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Norbert, so what's the average rate other than Buy Me Coffee users charge for memberships? Yeah, so that's a great question. So let's actually dig in and let's kind of see. So let's go back over here and we can click on where is it? Explore creators. Okay. All right, so these are going to be real life examples of people that are actually legitimately using Buy Me a Coffee. And so let's see. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys pick a number 1 through 10, and we'll click on that one, and we'll see what they do. We'll see what they have. Okay, number 1. Okay, Kara. Okay, sorry guys. I know you. We'll go back. Byron, I appreciate it. I'll go back to number 4, and Johnson, I'll go back to number 3, just so we can check it out. So I didn't forget about you guys. We'll start with Kara, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so this is what Kara's Buy Me a Coffee looks like. I'm trying to kind of get it to where you guys can kind of see. So you basically have the look right here. Yeah, I know, right? I'm curious about that too. So where Kara, it says basically here's what they are. So we're a group of volunteers working on a new social media platform for artists and art enthusiasts. You can support us by buying the team a coffee or reach out if you're interested. So basically, here's all the supporters right here. So, and then this is basically what I think it was it Norbitz was asking? Yeah. Okay, so here's the rate. So this is like the most, we'll just say the most popular, or, you know, right now, the most, I guess, kind of popular in terms of, having like 8,300. Yeah, yeah, that's right. It looks like for artists and art enthusiasts. So it looks like the membership is as follows. So basically, their lowest level is $5 a month, happy supporter, and it includes Discord benefits. So buy dev member a coffee, support us on a monthly basis. So basically, this is what you're going to get. If you support them for $5 a month, you're going to basically give them a coffee, and then it includes Discord benefits. Yep. So that's pretty cool. So number two is the next level up is a cheering supporter. So basically, that also includes um, Discord benefits, but it's supporting development. So they want you to know if you donate $10 a month, then you're going to support development of the new platform. And then if you donate level three is mega supporter. So $20 a month. And this goes to obviously Discord benefits. And then it helps support development costs and maybe a coffee for the team and supporting them on a monthly basis, obviously. So $50 a month, that's their highest rank. And that basically is, they call this a patron of Kara, and helps support the ever growing hosting and development costs. So basically, every way that you support, you're supporting the back end, um, like infrastructure, basically, is what it kind of sounds like. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. So they started with, so just to get an idea, so $5 a month, $10 a month, then the next tier is 20 and then 50. So those are the different tiers that they have. All right, so let me go back real quick. And then because I don't want to miss anybody's question. So okay. Byron, I'm gonna go back to you and Johnson. I didn't forget about you guys. So okay. Hey Raul, how you doing? Sorry I didn't see the comment come in. How are you doing? It's so great to have you. Thank you so much for joining again. I really appreciate it. So let's see, bookies. It doesn't say the most popular one. You would think, what you could do is you can actually go down here and see if, because when it says that they're a member, then that means that they bought in. Well, I guess it doesn't tell you. I guess it doesn't tell you what specific they bought in. Like what membership they bought into. So I guess it doesn't say that for some reason. So unfortunately it doesn't let us know that. But so you can go in here to membership, and this is kind of more of like a high level view. So become a member, happy supporter, $5 a month, cheering supporter, like we just looked at, and mega supporter. And then it tells you what the benefits are for supporting at that dollar amount. And then of course the Patreon or Patreon. Yeah, so they have like 8,300 supporters, it looks like. So, and another cool thing about uh, Buy Me a Coffee is they have this built-in wish list thing. So basically, what this is you as a content creator, you can actually say, okay, I need a new microphone, and you could put a link to it, and you can say, this is how much money I need to raise or raise for this particular item, whatever it is. So basically, what they're saying is they're trying to raise $1,000 for compute for 1 month. So that means basically like the back end to run this to run their social media platform. And then they also are trying to fund for a database server, and so that's 13,500, and image bandwidth. So that's basically everything goes towards their the platform. So basically, the wish list is something that the content creator can put together if they need supplies or if they need like new technology, if you want to get a new camera or whatever, a new ring light or whatever it is, a mic. You can actually put your wish list in here, and your supporters can actually donate towards your fund. So they, instead of donating monthly, they can actually donate to very specific pieces of your wish list. So, and then we can see some of these that are previously funded. So they don't actually say the amount, but so that's pretty cool. I mean, this is something you can do within. So, yeah, I need a new tripod. Yeah, that's right, sweetos. So, all right, guys, let's go back because I don't want to forget about Byron suggested. Byron, are you still here? Number 4, and Johnson, you said number 3. So, just wanted to check. Byron and Johnson, are you guys still here? Are you still in the live chat? Awesome. Awesome, Byron. Thank you so much, man, for sticking around. Okay, so number 4. So you said number 4. So Kaylee. All right, so this one is called, this individual is Kaylee Cohen. She's got about 3,600 supporters. So it looks like her Buy Me Coffee has like focused on indoor cycling, strength workouts on YouTube. So basically, this is the site that kind of gives you, not the site, excuse me. This is a little description or a little blurb that kind of gives you an idea of, hey, Dragon Rider, how you doing? Of what it's about. It kind of gives you an idea. Here's a YouTube page that she's trying to promote. So this is what she does here. So she's got 583 members. So I guess a supporter is different than a member. So supporter up here is just someone who is going to support you maybe with donations, but becoming a member is a monthly thing. So yeah, doing good. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here. It's great to see you again. So basically, Kaylee, this low end support is $15 a month, and this is what you get access to for her $15 a month. So you get access to a butt kicker community, also Discord, right? She has Discord in here, where you get access to our Discord server and allows you to meet other butt kickers in the community, help encourage and motivate each other, maybe meet your new BFF, and join Zoom rides during our live streams. Yeah, so this one bookie is $15 a month. So this is what you get. You get access to Discord server, members only live streams, support me on a monthly basis, free and discounted extras, and early access, whatever that means. Oh, so I guess that's the only I don't know, is that the only one? Let's see. Yeah, okay. So Kaylee only has one membership plan or membership tier, is $15 a month. So she basically put everything into one $15 a month. So, all right, I'm going to ask for your guys' help out there. So Kaylee is doing $15 a month times 583 members. So, hey, I'm sorry, webpage coder, how you doing? Great to see you again. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. All right, so anybody help out with the math? So $15 a month times 583. Holy crap. Seriously, Sweetums? That's almost like $8,700 a month just on Buy Me a Coffee. So remember, that is nuts. I mean, and then just remember, obviously, like, Buy Me a Coffee is going to take 5%, but only 5% of that. So that is bonkers. So this individual, Kaylee, is making probably $8,000 or more just from Buy Me a Coffee. That's awesome. And this is a free platform. I mean, Kaylee doesn't have to pay anything to be a part of this platform. So, hey, George, thank you so much. I appreciate the number. All right, so let's see. All right, so Sweetum says, okay, dang, still $8,300 after the 5% fee from Buy Me a Coffee. So you're looking at, I mean, seriously, like, no, that's not bad. Definitely not bad. So, and then she also has posts right here. So so you can see these all say members only. So right here, this is early access to July strength and cycle calendars. There's 4 new workouts and a 20-minute live ride over here. So you can post videos up here if you want. And then she has tags right here. So fitness, Obviously, these all say supporters only, um, and it tells you how many views. And then she also has a shop. So let's see what this is. Okay, so she's got. So this is basically like kind of what we were talking about before. Yeah, yeah, that's a good question, Bookie. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, um, she has this. So this is basically stuff that you can buy. So free for members. Otherwise, it's $7. So basically, it's a June. Oh no, July. Sorry, July cycle only calendar. So if you click it, let's see if it gives you like a view. Make sure to download the PDF and save it. Okay, look at that. So you know how we talked yesterday about digital products? So if you guys missed that live stream, definitely want to go check that out for sure because that was a killer live stream. Um, Basically, this girl Kaylee made a digital PDF right here of a calendar, and basically, if you're not a member of her site, she charges you $7 for it. That's a digital product right there, boom, that you can leverage on Buy Me a Coffee. So that's pretty killer. I mean, I hope you guys are seeing like just how easy this is in terms of being able to sell. Sell. This is selling digital products. Every single one of these is a digital product. Wow, 307,000 subscribers. That's amazing. Thank you, Bookie, for that info. Okay, Johnson Smith, are you still here? Just wanted to check in and see if you're here, man, so I can go because I know you asked to go to a different number, so I'd like to be able to support you if you're still here. Johnson Smith, number 3. Yeah, that's pretty nuts, right? So, yep, it totally looks doable in Canva. We went yesterday and we were going through. We were doing a demo of making a like a planner, a journal. That's what it was. It was a journal. We kind of added some different pages in there. We customized our um, 75. I already forgot what it was. Sweetums, what was it again? 75 something. Something about 75 for like, you do a diet, you do some workout, you read a couple of books or pages of book. Oh, thank you. 75 hard. Okay. So, yeah, we went through and we created we were creating this journal yesterday on the live. So, this is basically the same thing. I mean, in a sense, right? I mean, you just get these images and you can create these different samples. Like, let's click on this. So, basically, you give a little description, and once again, it's a PDF. So digital download is a PDF. So yeah, I know. I was just thinking that, Sweetums. Like, what do these coloring things have to do with this person's like channel or But then I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's about fitness, so that's pretty crazy. So okay, so you guys saw that. So let's go back. Actually, I don't know. I don't see. Let's see. Where is he? Johnson. Johnson, are you still here? Sorry if I missed you if you said something in the chat. Okay, so I'm gonna have we'll do two more. So does anybody want to pick a number one? Well, let's see, we already done number one. So pick a number 1 through 10, except for number 1 and 4. Anybody want to pick a number? We'll take a look at there. We're just trying to get some ideas of what you can do with Buy Me a Coffee, how you can leverage it. Dang. So she definitely knows, she's definitely trying to diversify her income, that's for sure. So, all right, whoever has thousands of supporters, let's see. Okay, let's do this one. Beach Talk Radio. How about that? George. Nice. Okay. Okay. All right, Beach Talk Radio. Here we go. So they have about 1,600 supporters up here. So Beach Talk Radio News is a voice of Fort Myers Beach. You can support the newsletter by buying us a cup of coffee this morning. Holy moly. Jeez. Look at that. Somebody bought them 45 coffees. That's pretty nuts. Okay. So once again, here's a little kind of page right here, little kind of description about what they are, who they are. And then over here, obviously you can buy them a coffee. So basically what this means is, buy $1. I mean, sorry. You can buy one coffee, three coffee, five, or you can type in a number and you can actually buy however many. And it's going to tell you down here what your support. So we can do, if we click on one, so basically one coffee is $5. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you, Bookie, for getting the stats for us. So let's see what their membership looks like down here. So we're going to scroll down, become a member. All right, so they have a $5 membership plan. That's pretty cool. So that's like the low end. So basically, everybody who supports Beach and Talk Radio at a $5 monthly level gets 3 Beach Talk Radio koozies, free shipping, cancel anytime. So basically, for $5 a month, you get 3 of the koozies. So okay, that's that. And then $10 supporter is, so you get let's see, a free hat, coffee mug, or a pint glass shipped to you at no charge. Cancel anytime. And then if you support for $25, it looks like you get a t-shirt, tank top, or a lime green podcast t-shirt shipped to you at no charge. Okay. And you also receive a koozie. So they have what, 1, 2, 3 plans, 4 plans? It looks like they have 4 plans. So the 4th plan is a $50 monthly supporter and you get a hoodie. So if you don't want to look at it this way, you can also click on membership at the very top, and it kind of organizes it a little bit easier for you to see, so you can actually see the membership levels. So $5, $10. I thought there was a 15. No. Oh wow! So they jumped from 25 to 50. So and this is really an example. So you can see all they have is membership. So there's no posts, there's no special content or anything that they're providing. There's nothing for sale that they have aside from their membership. So really, this is crazy, just insanely customizable. So oh yeah, Bookie, yeah, definitely. Thank you. Yeah, I mean they're doing about the same, definitely. That's awesome, Norbert. Yep, Norbert says they have multiple streams of income too. Then YouTube, podcast memberships. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's something that I think is I mean, it's super smart, right, to diversify. So, hey, there's nothing wrong with a little shameless self plug, right? I'm gonna show you guys what mine looks like. Hey, who's this wacky looking guy right here? So basically, I have my banner here, I have my channel trailer, and I have a little description down here, you know, all this kind of stuff. And then basically, I have all my socials down here at the very bottom. And basically, here's the buy me a coffee. They bought 5 coffees, so that was pretty cool. So that's all I got so far. Actually, I did do a couple of posts here, I think. So let me see if we can load this up. Yeah, so I have 3. So I have 3 posts. I haven't really updated it that much, but you can go in here and basically you can create a little post here. And this is something you could do as a content creator, create a post to integrate with your community. So yeah. And then of course, you have the buy me a coffee section right here. So I'm just gonna throw it out there. I love coffee. I love decaf coffee. So if anybody out there, if you're watching live or if you're watching on the replay and you'd like to buy me a coffee, then here's my link right here. There's yeah, no, that's a great idea, Sweetums, definitely. That's definitely a great idea to definitely like add memberships as I kind of get more stuff. So I like how it says 1 supporter. I'm like, hey, I'll take it. I'll take the 1 supporter. So do you guys have any do you guys have any questions about about Buy Me a Coffee, like kind of how it works, you know, that whole thing, like kind of how the setup is, anything that specifically kind of revolves around um, the actual, you know, the different streams of income or that kind of thing, how to set up anything. It's really super easy. We haven't even talked about like the integrations and the different tools that you can use with Buy Me Coffee. So we're gonna dive into that here in a moment. Yeah. So good question, Bookie. So we're gonna Dragon Rider, sorry. Um, yeah, we're gonna dive into the integration here in 1 sec. So we'll dive into that. Let me just check my notes here. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna flip this back around. All right, so let's go back over here. So we viewed the page, we took a look at the creators. So let's look at the integrations. So basically what this is it's going to tell you what the different apps that you can integrate with for Buy Me a Coffee. So basically you can do Twitter shout outs. So for anybody that actually donates here, um, yeah, Bookie, I definitely agree. I think not only in terms of the content creator, but I think for the supporters, this is the most simple, the most easiest layout, the simplest navigation is Buy Me a Coffee for sure. So it integrates with Twitter. Ah, sorry, I'm gonna move this back to this crappy tripod here. So um, Twitter shout outs. So anytime that somebody donates, you can have it automatically tweet a shout out. So that's pretty cool. So share all supports, or you can share supports that have comments on them. Discord, so you can give Discord roles as a reward for your members to build a community. So that's pretty cool. WordPress, you can install the official WordPress plugin, um, and you can take donations on your website, or Zapier, which is an automated um, that's an automated tool that you can use in order to integrate with your website too. So in order to like automate different tasks. So that's the integrations for Buy Me a Coffee. If you want to do payouts and graphics, this is by default. Buy Me a Coffee gives you this stuff in order to help you kind of, you know, put this stuff on your website. So if you wanted to have an official website button for Buy Me a Coffee, you could generate the code right here. Or if you wanted to do a widget, you could do that right here. QR code, if you wanted to have a QR code, just something that you could show somebody. For a quick, simple way to support you, you can generate a QR code, which is awesome. And then stream alerts. So if you're a streamer and you have Buy Me a Coffee set up, you can actually integrate that with something like OBS or StreamYard or any other streaming platforms. So whenever somebody supports you, it'll actually get a pop-up saying that somebody supported you. There we go. Maybe let me push this back. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Dragon Rider asked, what is Zapier? So Zapier is, let me actually get the real Zapier. Okay, so we'll pull it up. Okay, so Zapier is an automation tool. And basically what you can do is it automates with a bunch of different tools or a bunch of different platforms. And it basically does things like, here's kind of some of the things it can do. So let's see, about marketing. So it can do something like it can use AI to generate, you know, relevant content ideas. It can create a simple landing page for your marketing campaign, create and schedule different posts. It can create, like I've used it in the past to create both Facebook posts and Pinterest pins to create them once. So once I were to publish I'll show you. Once I were to publish a blog article, something like this, once something like this were to be published, then as soon as I hit published, then Zapier is integrated into the blog, and it's actually going to post this as a Facebook post on the page that I had, but also create it uses the featured image to create a Pinterest pin also. So it's really cool. It's an automation tool that you can use to integrate and do kind of normal, kind of mundane tasks that you would have to do manually, but you can do it automated through Zapier. So yeah, so Norbert says, so you can probably just add the button or the widget on your website if using Squarespace. Yeah, definitely. So you can go here if you want to do this and hit generate. And so you can decide what you want it to look like. Do you want the button to be yellow, purple, blue, red, or you can pick a color and you could change it that way if you wanted to create a custom color. And then you can also choose a font. So if you want to change the font, you could do that. So that's one thing. You can customize a button and you can actually just change this too. So if you didn't want it to say buy me a coffee, you could put anything in here. Like they have pizza. So if you wanted to select that, come on. Whoops. Okay, well, I'm not sure. Okay, so just we could just have it say that. Buy me an apple. I guess it would be an apple. Buy me an apple. So you can really go through and you can customize that, and you can basically choose, what kind of format you want to have it. Do you want to have the supporters listed here or just the button itself? So yeah, and then all you have to do is generate button, and it's going to give you all the code. So it'll give you all the code that you can put in to your website right here. So yep. So okay, so Sweetum says, for the courses I purchased, they all use Kajabi. Is there a reason they use the platform over others? So Kajabi is definitely, we can get into that one next. So Kajabi is definitely more, I think, more robust in terms of having a lot more benefits in terms of like the platform is larger than Buy Me a Coffee. So I think they would probably use Kajabi because not only can you upload a course, but you can also have your own community built in to Kajabi. So I think that's probably the reason. If they're selling a course, that's probably the reason they use Kajabi, because they have online community that is like a central hub for the business. So basically, let's see. I mean, you can obviously monetize your community. So I think because the products are, I'm gonna hold this back a little bit. I know it's gonna be small, but there's a bunch of different um, ways to monetize. So you can see at the very top it says online courses, communities, coaching, podcast, memberships. So they do have some of the same things, but um, basically all Buy Me a Coffee has is a membership, and they have like a shop. So they don't have online courses or communities or coaching or podcasts. So Buy Me a Coffee is really kind of like a more simpler version if you want something fairly quick. If you don't have the time or the team or the resources to go through and add or create some of these other benefits as far as like for members, then I think that would be a reason to use something that's a little smaller in size, rather than using like Kajabi. But there is nothing wrong with Kajabi in any way, shape, or form. I mean, this is definitely a very powerful tool, not only for a membership site, but also for online courses and a community built into one. So, and of course, they give you all these people that have used it over here. Let me see if we can click on any of them. Okay, so it just shows. Yeah, no, that's great. That's great, Sweetums. I think definitely it would definitely be, if depending on what your plan for your, as far as like trying to monetize your community. Um, that's cool. I know this guy, or I don't know him personally, but I follow him on YouTube. Um, so yeah, depending on what your plan is, I think for building a community, building a course, and that kind of thing, I think that's going to kind of dictate what platform you use. So, but no, that's great to know that it's easy to use and it's simple. So yeah, so Roberto Blake, he teaches basically like YouTube tips and tricks and how to grow your channel and that basically really all about YouTube education. So for somebody who wants to build a YouTube channel or grow it or scale it or different little things, get more exposure. So yeah, he's all about the YouTube education space. Look at that, you guys, we did it. We're up to 20 likes. That's so cool. Thank you so much. We got it. We got the 20. If Damien were here, he'd be like, all right, we got that milk. That's so funny. That's awesome. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. So, okay. So we're going to move on. Do you guys have any questions about, oh, there's 21. You know, it's weird because, so I know that you guys have mentioned that before. So mine only says 20 when I look at it on my phone, but nice. So there's 21. That's awesome. So I just got to add an extra one. Right on. That's cool. That's very cool. So, okay. So what other platforms are there? Good question, Bookie. So one of the other main ones that we're going to cover is, and you guys probably all know this, is the next one we're going to use, or not use, but the next one we're going to look into is, of course, you guys have all probably seen it, Patreon. So Patreon is kind of like, when I think about it, like almost kind of like the premiere, or the maybe necessarily not necessarily the premiere, but the one that a lot of people know about. So here are just some of the things that you can do with Patreon. So basically create your giving back, to your members on your own terms. You can build a real community, build a community out, expand your reach here, and get business support. So let's see what we can take a look at down here. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, so Kusasi asked, are there features you should look for when picking a platform? So yeah, that's a good question. So I think it really depends on what you're actually looking for when you want to build, like, have a membership site. So I guess how complex or how deeply integrated do you want to get? Like how big of a extra features do you want to have? So I think if you're looking for something more on the simple level, like the simple kind of format, then you kind of go with something like a buy me a coffee or like a Ko-fi, and we're going to look at that next. I'll show you that next. I think it's just Kodash. But then if you want something more robust, obviously, you'd go to like a Kajabi, you go to Patreon, something that allows you to have a lot more integration at a deeper level and expand. So obviously Patreon, you can publish all kinds of multimedia, native videos and previews. They have podcast feeds that you can put in here, personalizing options. And of course they have all kinds of analytics and data and insight. So here's just an example of paid membership, or this looks like it looks like maybe like a podcast kind of episode 7 script. So that's pretty cool. It sounds like they have like a store integration too. I'm just gonna refill my water real quick here. Okay, so we're gonna go. Let's take a look at. We got one more that we're gonna look at real quick, and it's Ko-fi. So basically, Ko-fi is more. So it's ko-fi.com, and this one is basically very similar, I think, to Buy Me a Coffee. Yeah, Dragon Rider. So that's a great question. So are any of the people who offer memberships not on YouTube, or do you need to have some sort of an online presence to even have memberships? So I think you do. You need to have some sort of a online presence to have memberships just so you can really like connect with your community. But I definitely don't think you need to be on YouTube. So you could probably just run everything on Instagram, or it could be like maybe Pinterest, or some other social media, like maybe like Facebook, and you can basically supplement or use this as a complement to, a YouTube type of, you know, membership plan, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's true, Bookie. Yep. So how would you attract members otherwise? Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. So I think you really do have to have some sort of a following or some sort of a community like in place before you can do it. I mean, you can sign up with zero, but you definitely want to make sure that you have somebody to kind of, basically market to, and that it would be willing to support you, Yep. Yeah, a lot of them. I mean, a lot of the ones that I know too are YouTubers as well. So you got to figure, if you have a YouTube membership that's built into YouTube, you take advantage of that. But then you also have Buy Me a Coffee, or you also have like a Patreon. You could theoretically be doing a membership on YouTube itself, but also Patreon at the same time, right? And maybe posting slightly different content. So that's a cool part, is like the opportunity to like diversify different streams of income is pretty ridiculous. I mean, in terms of there's so many different options out there. So it just there's something for everybody. And in terms of, how big or how small that you might want to go as far as building your community out, or how much time do you have in terms of, you know basically. Yeah, so Kusasi asks, can you have memberships on all the platforms, or will that just get messy? So I definitely I mean, you totally could. I really think you could. It's just a matter of, is it just you, or do you have like a big team that can kind of help you? It's really just, do you have enough time to really kind of monitor all these things, especially if you're trying to think of, unique content on every platform, or are you going to make every platform have the same content? I mean, that technically could be a way to go. And if nothing else, you might as well set up, like a membership like we saw on Buy Me a Coffee, if nothing else. So if you set that up, then people can either buy you a coffee, or they can actually become a member and support you monthly. So I think it's smart to kind of like definitely expand your reach, and yeah, just try to stretch it out as far as you possibly can. That way you're diversifying all of your streams of income. So let's take a look here at, I've got Kofi pulled up here. So here's just an example, like Buy Me a Coffee, of the creators tab. So we can go on here and we can take a look. So there's artists, there's cosplayers, music writers, there's all kinds of people. So this one actually has, it looks like, um, 10.9 thousand followers. So it actually looks very similar to Buy Me a Coffee. The logo's up here, and then you have the about, then you have a gallery down here, and they have different stats or whatever. Then they have different posts that they have over here. It looks like the last post they put was 3 years ago. So, and then they also have, obviously, Buy Me a Coffee down here. They have a different way to, basically, the the verbiage is donate versus Buy Me a Coffee. Um, so it's very, very similar. Yep. So 10,900 followers. That's pretty crazy. So I don't know what this person does, but it looks like, oh, okay, they're doing a little of this. So um, that's that. Let's actually find another one here real quick. Let's do, how about this one? Yeah, that's pretty nuts, right? The last post was 3 years ago. So it must mean that either they're not active, or maybe they just don't post that much. Okay, so this is Ellie. It looks like she's an ancient historian, author, and TikToker. So Ellie gives you the TikTok address, all of her socials down here, and this is how to support Ellie. So basically, it looks like she's in the UK, or somewhere in the UK, somewhere, because she takes pounds. So that's the currency that Ellie takes. So same kind of thing. I mean, it looks really similar to Buy Me a Coffee. So really, Buy Me a Coffee and Ko-fi or Ko-fi, whatever it is. Um, I would say these are both excellent choices for like um, more of the kind of like, I don't want to say basic because that sounds kind of bad, but like basic sense of like, very easy to set up and not a lot that goes into it as far as, the learning curve is extremely low because everything is basically click, click, a couple different buttons. So I think that's probably your best bet if you're just trying to get in somewhere and you want to set up some sort of a membership site, but you're not really sure how you want to do it or what you want to do. Um, I would say Buy Me a Coffee or Kofi is probably the best for you as far as like the learning curve goes. So yeah, I know Sweetums, right? So what is that? 10, almost, yeah, 29, almost 30,000 followers for a historian and an author. That's very cool. That is super cool. I love to hear that because it's something that is unique and it's different and it's not something that you usually see every day. So yeah, so Norbert's asked, how do they set the prices for Kofi? So are they preset or does the creator decide? Yeah, so down here, as far as the tip goes, basically the content creator will set the price. So you can say, for example, if you're on Buy Me a Coffee, let me pull that back up here. Um, so view page. So under for Buy Me a Coffee right here, you can set this up. So you can say, okay, what do you want the price of a coffee to be? And then you can say one, $1. So if you buy one coffee, it's $1, or you can have a coffee cost $2, $3, $4, or whatever. So the default is five. So I just left it at five because that's about the cost of what a real coffee would be, maybe a little more. So then if you buy three, it's going to obviously add it up. So yeah, that would be the content creator. They're the ones that decide the cost or how much the tip is going to be, or however you want to word it. So buy me a coffee or a tip or buy me a pizza, that kind of thing. So all right. So Bookie asked, how do you price memberships? So I think that's really important because really it's going to be what you think you could kind of explore. Like what I like to do is if we go back to um, buy me a coffee here, we can just go and we could say, okay, click somebody maybe in the same kind of niche. You might be able to sort by some sort of a topic and kind of see what your competitors are doing or what other people are doing. So maybe we just type in, let's see, finance. Let's see if we type in finance, anything comes up. So how about this? Female in finance. Okay, so female in finance doesn't have any like memberships, but she does have a wish list. So this it kind of isn't actually it's not answering the question for Bookie, but let's see if we can go back. So what I would do is I would just kind of click around these different creators and just maybe start from the bottom. So let's see, financeable. Okay, that doesn't exist. Let's see. So how do they do it? Okay, 3 supporters. So I would, yeah, yeah, that it looks like you could help them finance a lost vehicle for a friend. So that's actually pretty cool. I mean, you type that in manually and you say, okay, what do you need help with? Okay, let's do this one. How about this one? So Razia, I think that's how you say that. So Razia, Reza, I think. So we're gonna use Reza. So basically on their membership, well, this is in pounds, so I'm not maybe and okay. Let's see if we can find somebody different. Let's try. How about this one? Drum scribe. Okay, here we go. So here is this one. So basically, I think to answer your question, Bookie, I think you really just kind of have to set your own and just kind of see what works. Um, just based on, okay, if Buy Me Coffee is going to take 5%, then you kind of just do the math on that and you say, okay, well, what is it worth? You know, so do you want to do $5 a month as a low end? His low end is $3 a month, it looks like. So you get access to all the PDF and guitar, pro sheet music, and then basically this is everything you get access to. So in addition to supporting them on a monthly basis. So drum less subscribe right here. So basically it looks like he has a $3 a month and a $5 a month plan. Oh, maybe there's more. No. Okay. So then he breaks it down and says you can get access to versions of his YouTube videos, requests on any of my previous videos that have a drumless version made. I'm not sure what that means, drumless, but so this is kind of how he structures it. So it's like a $3 or a $5 a month. So what I would probably do is honestly, I'd probably do like maybe, I don't know, probably $1 to $3 for the low end, and then just say, hey, if you do this, this is another way you can support me per month, and just kind of support the content creation and everything that goes into it. Basically, you know, you could say you're supporting the creativity and that kind of thing. So um, that's definitely a way to kind of look at it, you know, in terms of, you know, how you're going to support. So yeah, this guy's on YouTube as well, it looks like. So so let's see. Sweetums asks, you would have to pay taxes on these two, right? Yeah, so I think what they probably do is they would probably send like a 1099 kind of thing, a tax form. I'm not 100% sure, but they'd probably send you a 1099 and then you would just pay the taxes. So the 1099 would just be basically a form that says, okay, this is how much income that I've made, and then you would just report that on your taxes. So depending on how much these people make, I mean, you could definitely, I mean, obviously claim it as income because it's definitely extra income in addition to, you know, whatever you're already making. So, but no, this is cool. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff here. He's got different looks like some different videos, or I don't know what this is. Maybe it's sheet music. So some of these are free, some of them are members only. So members can download the PDF and the GP files here for free. So remember, you know, yesterday we talked about digital files. Once again, these are digital files right here. And then it gives you a video that you can, like a walkthrough video, a YouTube video. So that's pretty cool. So he's not only capitalizing on, you know, actually having the downloadable files, so the digital files, but having somebody go and watch his videos as well. So getting views and that kind of thing, watch time as well. So I think that's pretty cool. Is there any one platform so far that you guys have seen that you would think that you might, um, you know, maybe want to try out that kind of thing in terms of if you were some sort of a content creator or had like an online presence, anything that you could think of? Yeah, totally, Bookie. It really is all kinds of niches too, which is really awesome. So yeah, Kusasi, buy me a coffee. Yeah, I like it because it's very neutral in sense of like, hey, buy me a coffee. Okay. You know, it's not like kind of, you know, kind of cramming it down your throat, like, hey, donate to me, give me money, I need money, you know, that kind of thing. Um, I just feel like it's very simple to use. It's an easy layout, easy like navigation, not only for the content creator, but also for the supporter too. I mean, it's literally just that box. You go and you click, okay, donate, you know, and then you're good to go. So um, I definitely think I like I think the vibe and the look of Buy Me a Coffee the best for like a simple membership site. Not to mention you don't have to set it up yourself. You know, earlier in this live we kind of talked about what would happen if, you know, could you set it up yourself if you had maybe a plugin or, you know, some sort of integration. But yeah, so Bookie asks for community features for Buy Me a Coffee. they have to have a separate Discord. Yeah, so it sounds like the Discord portion of it, you'd have to have Discord set up like separately from Buy Me a Coffee, and then you could just integrate your Discord server into the features of Buy Me a Coffee as far as like the membership. So I don't think Buy Me a Coffee in itself integrates with Discord. Like, I don't think they go hand in hand. I think they're separate, but at the same time, I think there's like a link from Buy Me a Coffee, and it could link somebody to your Discord channel. So that might be something to think about. I mean, you know, even just kind of setting it up for like, $2 or $3 a month. Yeah. So Norbert asks, how do they handle if someone wanted to switch from one tier to another on memberships? Yeah, I think what you would do is you would probably on the back end you would just remove somebody. Um, if they wanted to upgrade, they could upgrade automatically, and then you could just have them be removed like on the back end. So as a content creator, you could remove their name or basically their connection to the lowest tier if they wanted to support you to the next tier up. And then it would just automatically, so it wouldn't charge you if you're in two separate tiers. It would just pick whatever the tier would be that you wanted to be in. So if you start at the low end and you jump to the next tier up, you would just specify, okay, just build this tier, that kind of thing. So in terms of like the payment coming out, the payment processing coming out. So yep, yep, that's right, Norbert. So you just wait for the next month to upgrade or downgrade. So I'm pretty sure you could probably, let me see if they talk about switching memberships. Let's see if we can, let's flip this around. Let's see what we can do here. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can find an answer for you real quick. Okay, so enable membership. So obviously earn reoccurring income. Let me, come on. There we go. Maybe. Okay. All right, so share exclusives, discover, blah, blah, blah. How to make sustainable income with memberships. Okay, so if we did enable membership, then we did level 1. I guess you'd have to create, so let's try this. Let's do, let me just type this in real quick. We're gonna do this live, so that's the beauty about this. Hey Joseph, how you doing? Thank you so much for taking the time to comment. How you doing? Good to see you here. You switch between memberships. Okay. Okay, here we go. So steps to switch a membership level. So basically, log into your account with the email that you use to subscribe. Click on My Account, Payments, Membership tab. You'll see the membership levels, and then pick the one you want to change to and click View Details. So this is okay. Oh, that's cool. So basically, it looks like it automatically. So if you wanted to switch it, you could switch it like on the spot, and then I'm assuming you would be prorated for that current month. And then it says confirm your selection and complete the payment to make the change. That's pretty cool. So you can actually give away membership as to like a maybe like a contest or something, some sort of thing. So creating membership is easy. You can add a free member, or you can remove a free member, which is pretty cool. Hey Joseph. So I'm not quite sure what your question is. Do you have a specific question? We're just talking about membership sites here. So yeah, just can you like try to reword your question about so we can kind of help answer a little bit better? Yeah, I totally agree, Dragon Matter. It definitely sounds like a good way to a good marketing strategy and tactic to give away free memberships. And that's something I think you could do. You could probably set it to where it ends on a certain date, and that way, like over here, you can set it to expire. So you could say, okay, well, I'm only going to give you a membership for 30 days. You can see how you like it, and then if you don't want to renew, it would basically expire or it would cancel out. So no, that's pretty cool. Okay, I know we were asking before about how do you connect Discord to your membership levels. So basically, this is how easy it is to. So you would basically set up your Discord server separately, and then it even gives you instructions on how to set it up. And then once you're in there, you can go into your Buy Me a Coffee dash integration, and then click on Connect, and that's it. So as part of the membership level, though, you can actually assign different roles for your membership. So you can give members access to select Discord roles if you want as part of your membership benefits. So once a new or existing member connects to their Discord account, they will automatically be invited to the Discord server and will be assigned the role to the level they subscribe to. That's cool. So when they cancel their membership, if they do, they'll remove the role from their Discord account. So yeah, so Buy Me a Coffee is free. This platform we're looking at here, Joseph, is Buy Me a Coffee, and it's free. So it's free to join. Um, it's free to create a page. So yeah, I would say. Um, so Bookie, the question is, what strategies would you recommend to entice people to join your membership? So I think depending on how big of a community you have, um, one of the things that I really like the idea of is doing members only live streams. That would be one idea. Another idea would be to do maybe some sort of like a coaching call or like a group call, as far as being able to do like a monthly Zoom call and actually be able to talk and see people face to face, which I think would be really cool. So they could ask questions about, YouTube, that kind of thing. Also offer exclusive content in terms of maybe PDF downloadables or some sort of guides that you don't offer to your, standard YouTube channel or whatever your social media is. Um, and then finally, I would say just basically if you support the person in the community, then just being able to support them and allow them to continue making content, basically just supporting them to support them without actually getting anything in return. So yeah, I hope that kind of answers your question, Bookie. Hey Joseph, yeah, we do have a Facebook group. Yeah, absolutely. So let me post a link for you here. So let me grab it and then I'll paste it for you. It's a free group, it's public, so you're more than welcome to join if you'd like to check it out. So this is a group. We got 37 people in here, and you can come in here. You can post questions, that kind of thing. Hey, RG, happy Canada Day. It's so great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you again. Yeah, Sweetums, that's awesome. So that's a good tactic. You bought the early bird course because you get special Zoom calls that other people wouldn't get. That's awesome. And that's great too. I mean, that sounds like a great a bonus, seriously. So thank you, Joseph. If you're in the United States, happy 4th of July to you as well. That's awesome. ARG. So what type of celebrations revolve around Canada Day? Well, what type of what's a typical day look like as far as like the celebration? Let me flip this around. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Joseph. Yeah, I am going to live stream on the 4th of July in the United States. So I will be able to tell you. Give me 1 second and I'll tell you the topic. So, what day is today? So, Monday. So, 1, 2, 3. So, the topic is going to be, let's see, 2, 3. So, the topic is online consulting for, yeah, sorry, Bucky. I'm really showing off how bad I am at math. So it's 3 is 1, 2, 3. So the topic is going to be online consulting for July 4th, the United States. Yep. Right on. Cool. That's cool. That's very cool. So, um, I had some family members that went to Montreal for an event. I think it was last year, and they said that they had some of the best poutine that they've ever had. Um, I'm not exactly sure where in Montreal, but um, they just devoured it. It was just absolutely incredibly delicious. So, all right, Joseph, do you got pet? Do I have any pets? Yeah, yeah, I do. I have a dog and a cat, Joseph. Yeah, do you? Do you have any pets? Okay, so we're gonna get back on track here. I totally don't mind kind of going off and kind of doing a little kind of side talks. I love it. I just want to make sure that you know we kind of get back on track, with the membership site stuff. So okay, let me get back to my notes. So okay, so we kind of touched on some of this stuff that I have in my notes, my outline. Um, wow, really, RG, that's awesome. Okay, Montreal, nice. So, all right, I'm sorry. I know I literally just said we're gonna get back on track, but I gotta ask. Um, so, I was gonna ask if uh, if you're a Canadians fan. We love hockey in this house. Oh, that's very nice, Joseph. Her name's Belly. Okay, very nice. All right, so Bookie says with the membership platform, who handles the covers the customer service side? Yeah, excellent point or question. So that would be the platform itself, Bookie. So whether it be Buy Me a Coffee, Ko-fi, um, Kajabi, Patreon. So they're because you're using their platform, they're the ones that are going to handle all the customer service in terms of refunds. Obviously, there's no exchanges, but in terms of refunds, that kind of thing. So, yep. So they would handle all that. So you don't have to worry about that. If somebody does, I'm sure that these platforms most likely hold or like freeze your funds just to. I don't know if it's like you support and you send some money and then like can you take it back? I don't think you can do that. Awesome, RG, that's cool. Yeah, maybe we'll have to talk about that sometime. I just don't want to derail the live stream, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Joseph, I do have an Instagram. If you go to the main page, the main channel page, there's a link for the Instagram and like the about me section, so you can check that part out. So okay, so I know we skipped over some of this stuff, but we're just gonna kind of go back through a little bit. So yeah. Norbits, good question. So for the people that had the downloadable content, was it hosted on the platform? Yep, it's hosted on, for example, Buy Me a Coffee. We kind of looked at that the most. So it is hosted on Buy Me a Coffee. So they part of the signing up for an account and actually having you setting up your membership and your shop and everything, you can host basically some small files, that kind of thing. So, and really all like digital media files or digital product is going to be pretty small anyway. Yeah, you're welcome, Joseph. Nope. Sweetums, I didn't see a limit as far as like uploading. The only thing I could think of is maybe upload size, like size as far as like the content. So let me see. Let me ask. Is there any upload size limit? Let's see. Okay, so it doesn't. I'm not seeing anything here on the frequently asked questions. So I don't think there is. I don't think there is a size limit. I think for the most part, because when you think about these digital products, they're fairly small. Um, I don't know if someone might upload like a 50 or 100 page PDF. I guess it's possible, but typically it would probably be something relatively small. But I haven't seen any limits actually, so no storage limits anywhere. So, oh, I wanted to show you guys this thing real quick. Let me flip this around. Hey Joseph, I see you definitely. So let's try to stay on topic or try to stay, kind of on theme or whatever. And hit me up in the Facebook group, and I'll send you over a picture. Okay. All right. So this is a section of Buy Me a Coffee called Shop right here. So this is actually where you set up all of the products that you want to list. So they have everything from you can start from scratch. So you can add something totally new. You can add a digital product. Um, Instagram, close friends access. You could do like a one-on-one Zoom call. You could do a ticket for an event or like a physical good. So these are all kind of some of like the basic templates you can use. So for this example, let's just do digital product. Yep. So you could name it right here. So what are you gonna name it? So taking smart notes notebook, basically an ebook. This is like all pre-filled in, obviously. So taking smart notes ebook. Then you basically just give it a description. You give the featured image if you want to put the featured image, and then you give the price, right? So you can type in whatever the price is. So there's two things you can do. You can either do this. You can upload the file right here, and you can put in a confirmation message, or if you have the file stored somewhere on a website, somewhere a blog or whatever outside, you can actually link it. So, and obviously they have to give the disclaimer and you have to validate or confirm this that there's nothing that's illegal, adult, copyrighted, or prohibited content. So let's take a look at the prohibited content. I'm just curious. Okay, this is a long list. So, I mean, this stuff is pretty much common sense, right? I mean, you guys can read this. I won't read it out to you, but this is, so no feed pics, freedoms. No feed pics, freedoms. Yeah, so all right. So Kusasi says, how much do people charge for one-on-one Zoom calls? Yeah, that's a great question. I'm not actually sure. Because I know you can set your own price for them. Actually, so this is you guys can read this, but this is just prohibited. Um, Prohibited items. So let's go back real quick. So you can redirect if you want to redirect. If you have the file stored somewhere on a different website, you can redirect it there, and you can add a category, basically like a tag on a website. Um, and then you can also do this, and you can say allow buyer to choose the quantity, like how much they want to actually buy, which is actually pretty cool. So they can buy more than one. Limited slots. Basically, this is a limited purchase. There's only 5 of these available, which is cool. And then you can have them ask a question like, what would you like to learn next? So you can ask these leading questions and like follow-up questions as part of your whatever you're offering here. So let's go back and let's take a look at the Zoom. So let's do confirm. So it looks like, I mean, everything by default looks like it's $10, but I wonder if we can find, let's see if we can find something. File tax, Joseph. So I'm not sure what a file tax is. Sorry, Joseph, I'm not quite sure. Hey, Joseph, no, I mean, sorry, RG. No, RG, this is like, so it's not really like ClickBank. ClickBank is like an affiliate marketing. This is like a membership site. So basically, like, this is what my membership site looks like. Basically, you have a banner, you have a little description, and somebody can actually go in here if they want to buy you a coffee or support you. This is a way for your community or your supporters or your followers to actually support you monetarily. So that's what Buy Me a Coffee is. And we're just kind of going through some of the features. So yeah, so let's go back over here. Okay, so Zoom call. So that's a good question, actually. I'm not sure how much people usually charge for that, but I'm definitely going to look into that now. Let's see if we can find Explore Creators. Okay, so Dragon Rider asks, what about renewals and cancellations? Is there a way to give them a special offer as a way to get them to stay? Yeah, I'm sure what you can do is, in terms of a membership, you could probably, you could say, I'll gift you maybe a membership for X amount of time, and you can see if you like it, and then basically give them a free version of like a higher tier of the membership, and then if you want, you could maybe lower the price for them, that kind of thing. So I think you can customize it as far as offering like an incentive to stay. You know what? I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure if they have that, like a bookie, if they have an explanation or I'm sure that Buy Me a Coffee themselves as a platform, I'm sure they basically have a spot where you can give feedback to say, why somebody's leaving. But yeah, that's a good question. So, Joseph, membership is basically a membership site is basically it's a site where basically you set up, you deliver, you can have some sort of downloadable products, or you give maybe some videos, you offer some exclusive content, or you post, some different articles, that kind of thing. That basically exclusive content that you wouldn't normally, that the, other people wouldn't normally be able to get access to. So Bookie asks, how would you get feedback to know if your members are happy with your content? Discord? Yeah, I would say Discord is probably like the number one place. Aside from that, they can actually come in here and they can actually write something, like write a comment. So they can actually leave comments here for you. Um, whether those, so like after they support, or I don't see anywhere that you could. So like if I view my page, let me see. Um, I don't see anywhere that they could comment. So they might have to reach out to you in a different way. It doesn't look like there's a way, unless you could. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's really a chat. Like, yeah, so Kusasi, they definitely, these people were leaving comments when they actually supported. So when you actually bought somebody a coffee over here, then you could say something right here, and that's where the comments would show up under supporters right here. So I don't know if there's a way to actually, like, you could comment on a post. That's actually, I think, what you can do. Yeah, so you can comment on a post. So if you have a post on here, then somebody who is a supporter, they could come in here and they can write a comment on a post. that might be the easiest way for somebody to you know, kind of engage with you, or respond to you, or you can message. So you can message down here, and then also there's got to be a way to message, because there's messages right here. Okay. Oh, so it says you can, maybe you can't do it the other way. It says you can send a private message or broadcast one to all your supporters, but I don't know if they can. Maybe you have to message somebody first through this platform in order to kind of get, you know, somebody to message you back. And then you have over here, you have gallery. So really, if you have images that you want to post, similar to kind of like, you know, Instagram, you could post images up here, and then you can just add an image and then type it in. So if you wanted to add this image, then you could put the title and the description, and go from there. So that might be another way that you could, you know, kind of link out to something if you wanted to add images in here. So yeah, so Buy Me a Coffee does. They do have a mobile app. I'm not sure about Kofi because I haven't really dug into that one, but I know Buy Me a Coffee does for sure. They have a mobile app, and I think Kajabi probably has, like, you can get access to like the integration of like the community too, right? On the live, for like the not the live, but like the, if you're a member of the community and you support or you buy a course or something, then you could probably get access that way. Come on, through the mobile is. Hey, Thaj MC, how you doing? Thank you so much for popping in, saying hello. Norbit, so the question is, how would you transition a free community to a paid membership community? So I would say, you mean in terms of like enticing somebody to kind of buy into the paid membership? Welcome. We're so happy you're here. Thank you so much for popping in. We're doing a 30-day challenge. So every day for 30 days we go live, and talking about a different business model every day. So if you'd like to join us, definitely feel free to subscribe and come hang out with us. Oh yeah, that's a good point, Norbert. So okay, so say that you started with a free community, say like on Facebook, like we have, but we want to transition that over to a paid community. So what I would say is, yeah, how would you tradition? Yeah. So what I would do is basically lay out all the different benefits that the members would be getting. So if you paid, you would be getting, you know, one-on-one Zoom call or that kind of thing, or, you know, different forms of exclusive content. Maybe it's videos, maybe it's different kind of downloadables, that kind of thing. So I think things, you make it more exclusive in terms of, if you wanted to provide extras like perks or bonuses, and if people really wanted to support you in that way, that I think if they were eager to learn what that was all about, then they would, you know, maybe they would want to support you in that way too. I mean, in terms of, you know, buying into that. So buying into a paid membership. So if they really were, if they really wanted to, I guess, see what your exclusive content was. And I think kind of the trick is to like keep it low as far as like the monthly price, especially if you're not really offering too much like tangible stuff. Um, but if it's just like, hey, to support me, um, then I think, you know, you do it for like $1, $2 a month. I mean, that's really nothing. I mean, it's supporting the content creator, but you know, a buck, $1 or 2 a month, I think is not gonna break the bank for most people. Hey, Kusasi. Okay. So sorry, the comments are like scattered in. So is there any latest trend for membership sites right now? Yeah, so I would say as far as the premium tiers for membership sites, I would definitely say like a webinar type thing where you're doing like a live learning session or a course. Yeah, I think Sweetums just mentioned a course or like an ebook, like some sort of profitable ebook, something profitable in a sense of that's really, really um, has a lot of content, a lot of material, a lot of high quality, like educational information. Um, excuse me, really providing your audience with something that they can take away and not just, hey, I'm supporting you, but actually something they can use to kind of either further their business or maybe some different strategies for techniques, maybe with things that you're covering like affiliate marketing or blogging, that kind of thing. Oh, sorry, Kusasi. So maybe one of the perks of the membership tier to buy into it would be that you get access to an ebook that has this information, like strategy guides or like, marketing guides, affiliate marketing, blogging, different kinds of information or like tutorial based um, content that you wouldn't normally get for free. So, hey, RG, yeah, dude, I know it is. It is tough. It is tough to decide what side. You know what? I'm gonna flip this around because this thing's too low. It is tough to decide what side hustle to start with. I really think that you kind of have to kind of see where you are in your personal life kind of situation. As far as if you have money to, a little bit of extra money. I mean, we kind of approach it on this channel. We approach it um, as best we possibly can in a free sense. So what can we do for free? Because I know a lot of people out there, definitely don't have disposable income, don't have extra income. So the things you can do for free, 100%. It doesn't mean that it's going to be successful right away, but um, I would say affiliate marketing would be probably one of my number one choices. As far as if you really wanted to narrow down a certain side hustle, I would say maybe dive into affiliate marketing, RG, just for a place to start. So yeah, that's kind of the beauty about this whole 30-day challenge is really introducing you guys to a new set. I mean, business model, side hustle, same thing. A new side hustle every single day, and that's that's what I think we've done. And for 20 days now, today's day 20. For 20 days, we've talked about a different way to make money online, which I mean, is pretty cool. So if you guys have missed any of the live streams, or if you want to kind of go back and watch any of the replays, they're all up, they're all online. So feel free to check those out if you'd like to. So yeah, I'm definitely not building any apps anytime soon. Yeah, that one's definitely more of a high level, more advanced kind of feature type live stream and not live stream business model or like a side hustle. So yeah, I would say honestly, one of the easiest ones that we have so far in 20 days that we've talked about is probably affiliate marketing. So yeah, so so Dragon Rider asked, um, how would you do a webinar or a live event? So there are actually softwares that you can use that actually allow you to live stream. Like, there's a software on the Mac or PC, I think it is too, that I use. It's called OBS Studio. So it allows you basically to live stream, but also at the same time, you can share your screen in a desktop view. And that would be one way to kind of put on a live event or like a live webinar. Um, StreamYard is another tool that you can use to stream and kind of like share your screen, share your content, that kind of thing. So there's a couple different, you would basically need to subscribe to a tool. Well, OBS is free, but there's some tools out there that you can subscribe to get more features in terms of being able to, I guess, kind of integrate more with live streaming or putting on like a webinar type presentation. So the more that you pay for either the license or the monthly plan, the more features you can have by bringing people in, maybe on Zoom calls, that kind of thing. So there's a couple of different ways you can kind of approach actually doing a webinar type thing or like a live event. Um, But I mean, if you think about a live event basically being like a live stream, all you'd have to do is get the link itself, and then you could send it out. You could send it out to whoever whoever pays for it or whoever you want to join. So those are great questions. So yeah, definitely. So I know for sure Patreon does, and Kajabi. Those both definitely have affiliate programs. I don't think that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think that Buy Me a Coffee and Ko-fi have affiliate programs because they're kind of they're free to join and they don't charge to have like a monthly, as a content creator. So the two main ones are Kajabi and Patreon. Those both definitely offer some sort of an affiliate program to where if you get someone to sign up, then not only are you getting them to sign up like for your Patreon or your um, Kajabi like platform or whatever, your course or whatever, but um, you can also get paid to be an affiliate. So yeah, yep. So Norbert's asked, do they allow you to offer both free and paid content? So you can do free and paid content on um, definitely on any of these platforms. More specifically like Kajabi and Patreon, because those are more of like the beefy platforms where you can do a lot more. They have a lot more features, a lot more like they have communities. You can do sell your products. You can actually have an integration of like a forum where people can talk and actually build like a real legit community versus kind of more of like the simplified versions of like Buy Me Coffee versus Ko-fi. So I just want to take a quick moment here to just say thank you so much for everybody joining. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your support. Um, if you guys would like to support our channel, so we're actually not monetized yet on YouTube. So any kind of help, any kind of donation would be greatly appreciated. In the very top of this live stream, there's a pinned comment where you can offer a donation. Of course, we have Buy Me a Coffee, we have Zelle, we have Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all of them. So if you'd like to donate, we've been more than happy and more than appreciative of that. So, and definitely grateful. So, okay. So Kusasi asked, member privacy and data security would all be handled by the platform too. Yep, that's correct. So basically what they would do is they would set everything up in terms of keeping your members secure, your member name secure, um, obviously the dollar amounts, all the payment stuff, all that is going to be secure. So you don't have to worry about anything in terms of how do you lock it down and how do you kind of, keep everything safe because that's all going to be handled by the platform on the back end. So yeah, thank you, Sweetum. So like we mentioned, we're on day 20 of this live stream challenge. So we're going until day 30. So we have 10 more days. And tomorrow, just to give you a preview of what's coming up tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about online coaching. So tomorrow is day 21 and we're going to do online coaching and just kind of do an overview kind of about how you can get started with an online coaching business, what websites you can use to actually kind of get in and coach people and basically kind of going around thinking about creating a coaching program around your interests or your passions or, figure out how you can monetize your skills. So keep a lookout for that. Definitely make sure if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing because we have a lot more content coming and we've done a heck of a lot of content already. So you can go back and watch. We have a playlist that we have that we put together that has all of the live streams so far. So you're more than welcome to kind of cruise through that and take a look at the topics if you'd like to. So, all right. So we just got a couple minutes left here. So I just want to give one more kind of round, one more ask. If anybody has any questions, anything that they want to get answered before we end this live stream tonight. Oh, thank you, Sweetums. I appreciate it. Yeah, sure, Kusasi, no problem. Okay, so Kusasi asks, what are some ways to stand out and keep your members long term? So I think that that's a great that's a great outlook, a great kind of um, almost like you kind of have to think about that real intently as far as what would your customers or your audience or your members, what would they want from you. I would say for starters, the interaction and the communication has to be very strong. So basically, make sure that they know that you're here. You're always offering some sort of communication, whether it be through a Discord server or like a Facebook group. Always be interacting, answering comments and replying and that kind of thing. um, Offering perks. Doesn't always have to be something that costs money. I mean, obviously people like free stuff too. So I think engaging people with some free things that bring value and benefit, that would be another thing that I think would really help keep people long term. Of course, keep it fresh. Try to keep the topics similar. If you're in a specific niche, keep them similar, but at the same time, definitely you want to find out, poll the audience or poll the members and find out what do they want more content about. What kinds of things would they like to learn, that kind of thing. So just in terms of making sure that you're keeping everybody engaged. So yeah, I think, so Bookie asked, are there common reasons why people cancel? I think there are. I mean, I think just on the simple level, I think people just get disinterested, or it's not in their budget anymore. They can't afford to, pay money or support anymore, which is totally fine. I mean, that happens to everybody. Um, but I think those might be the same too. The main two reasons people would cancel. Another reason is maybe they're just not interested anymore in the topic, so they just don't feel like supporting anymore. Um, so, yep, I think so. Those are probably the main two sweetums, is like money and like disinterest in the topic itself. So, yeah. No, those are great questions. We had a great session today, a great live stream. And if you guys missed any of it, if you're just coming in, you missed it, feel free to watch a replay. It's going to be up. So don't forget, tomorrow, day 21, is going to be online coaching. And we're ready to rock and roll with that one. So I'm super excited about that one too. So thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support and coming in, interacting with us. And we will definitely see you tomorrow for sure. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to be a part of this challenge with us, and come along and have some fun. And everybody have a great night. Be safe. Happy Canada Day out there, RG. Hope you have a great day today. Great night. And hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys. All right, everybody have a great night. Bye.